Hello and welcome to IGBO AREA TV. My name is Azuka OJ, and today we bring you a full report from Abuja, where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, appeared again in court on Tuesday, May 7th, 2025. This case is very important to many people in the southeast and beyond, so we want to explain everything clearly and simply. The court session was held at the Federal High Court in Abuja as usual. There was tight security. I heard what they spend to bring in Nnamdi Kanu to court can feed Nigeria for maybe months. Anyway, the security was tight. Journalists, lawyers, and supporters were all waiting to hear what would happen next in the case. During today's hearing, the federal government presented some new evidences against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. First, they brought a written petition. The petition was said to be from the former Attorney General of Nigeria, Abubakar Malami. In it, the government accuses Nnamdi Kanu of things like terrorism, making people fight the government and spreading fear. They also gave the court a flash drive. The flash drive contains recordings from Radio Biafra. According to the government lawyers, these audio files are from broadcasts made by Nnamdi Kanu. They say he used those radio programs to tell people to attack police officers and destroy government buildings. Okotoliba. You understand what is being said? I think they took their time. They gathered many of Nnamdi Kanu's broadcasts, and I think they will be choosy on them because there are so many. They have taken their time to listen and gathered and put it in a flash drive and brought to court. That is what is being said here. It's like the case is taking a new dimension. Meanwhile, I trust the defense team to handle it. So, the court accepted both the written petition and flash drive as official evidence. This doesn't mean the court agrees with everything that's in the document. That doesn't mean. So, better note that. It just means they will be looked at more carefully in the next stage of the trial. In case you see, hey, they have brought this, oh, they have evidence against him. Sometimes it's not how it works. Remember, he has a defense team that will look into that. And it doesn't mean, oh, the court will accept everything that was presented. The court will have to weigh. Now, in case you don't know the full background, Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, or IPOB. The Nigerian government banned IPOB in 2017. They say the group wants to break Nigeria apart. Nnamdi Kanu was first arrested in 2015. He was later granted bail. But after his house was raided by the military in 2017, in what is termed Operation Python Dance, he left Nigeria. He was later, they would like to present it as rearrested. No. He was later kidnapped in Kenya and brought back in 2021. Since then, he has been in the custody of the Department of State Services, called DSS. Normally, you hear if he was rearrested, that is how the Nigerian media will want to present it. But it wasn't that he was rearrested, he was kidnapped. And on that basis of the kidnap, remember, there was no case on the basis of the kidnap. There was no case. Some people are like, oh, why did IPOB lawyers, his defense team, would they go into trial again because of all of, there is no basis for trial. And that is why these people, the federal government and the prosecution, went back to 2015. This case has taken a long time. Many people have called for his release. Others want the court to finish the trial and decide if he's guilty or innocent. His lawyers say he's being treated unfairly. They say the recordings from Radio Biafra are not enough to prove the serious charges against him. So like I said earlier, the defense team will react to that. I don't think everything presented will just go like that. Oh, this is proof that this happened. I am not here to tell you whether what they are presenting is true or not, but I'm telling you that his defense team will contend with it. It will not just go like that. Oh, acceptance. Yes, acceptance. He did this or that. His defense team will. There are conditions for everything will be looked into. The legal people know how to handle it. The next step in the trial will involve listening to those recordings in the court. The court might also bring experts to check if the recordings are real. And if they match Nnamdi Kanu's voice, that is where it will start. All this will help the judge decide what to believe. So there are people whose work is to do that. They will check, does the recording match his voice? Then they will move on from there. They will know what to decide. Meanwhile, there will be his team countering what was said. Nnamdi Kanu is still in DSS custody. His team is trying to get him released, but the court has not agreed yet. The judge said the trial will continue so that all evidences can be reviewed properly. It is not over until it is over, just like you hear in the football pitch. These people are down with 3 goals. Wait till the final whistle. We can't tell you what will be the outcome of this case yet. But then, it is not over until it is over. People will look into that voice to make sure it matches his voice. Then, his defense team will contend with it. I saw in a particular report, they are saying during NSAS, this and that, and in 2020, he was telling them to destroy properties belonging to Tinubu. Then Tinubu was not a president. These are in some of these reports that you see online. I think that has to do with this case too. Him asking people to, I think the motive will also be judged. Meanwhile, viewers, that's all for now on the Nnamdi Kanu court update for today. We will keep following the story and bring you every detail, step by step. This is IGBO AREA TV, your #1 source for truth and updates from the Southeast and beyond. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye for now.